3. Colbert converts again.
Pull outside to Clavel. Pull up, 20-footer. Goal! Bounce past the Duffy left hand.
You're watching CTV Sports!
Good evening and welcome to CTV Sports, the cream of the crop. I'm Karlee Schwartzkopf.
And I'm Olivia Landis, bringing you the latest and greatest in CSU sports. The Bronze Boot found itself a new home in Laramie, Wyoming this past weekend when the Colorado State Rams football team fell 38-17 to the Cowboys. The Rams picked up their third loss of the season in front of a sellout crowd at Hughes Stadium. CSU jumped out to an early start at Wyoming, opening up play with a 14-3 lead in the first quarter, but was quickly shut out in the second half and ended up being outscored by the Cowboys 35-3 from that point on. The Rams had 2 first-half turnovers that turned into 14 points for the Cowboys, including a 55-yard interception return that resulted in a touchdown. Wyoming running back Brian Hill had a huge night on the ground, rushing for over 160 yards and a touchdown on just 19 carries, becoming the Cowboys' all-time leading rusher. Freshman quarterback Colin Hill also saw a solid game, completing 23 of 41 passes for 370 yards with a touchdown. Defensively, the Rams were not able to force turnovers, but did record 3 sacks and 8 tackles for yards lost. Senior captain Kevin Davis added 10 tackles of his own, including a tackle for a loss. The Rams head into next week for their final homecoming game to be played at Hughes Stadium, taking on the Utah State Aggies with a kickoff time of 8 p.m. Karlee, we saw it a lot in this Wyoming game, this border war. Colorado State's defense is what really struggled, and that's what really led for this game to turn over.
Definitely, CSU's defense struggled. If you take a look at Wyoming's offense, they ran the ball. They ran it pretty much every single play. Their quarterback is awesome, so our defense really had to play the entire game.
Yeah, that was definitely a dynamic duo in the quarterback Josh Allen as well as Tanner Gentry, both leading in the Mountain West. So they gave them a little bit of trouble, but I'd have to say that CSU's defense, those turnovers are really what led the Rams to the loss. Definitely.
CSU has been struggling with turnovers. Against Minnesota, they gave Minnesota 10 points off of interceptions. And then they gave on Saturday, Wyoming 14 points off of turnovers. That's huge.
Yeah, that will definitely need to be an area of an improvement if the Rams want to look to defeat the Utah State Aggies.
Mm-hmm. The Colorado State volleyball team showed tremendous strength this weekend after claiming its first road conference win of the season against Utah State. The Rams got into trouble early on in the match, falling behind, and spent most of the match trying to gain momentum to beat the Aggies. CSU players Christy Hillier and Jasmine Hanna gave the Rams a set of kills, sending the Rams to the lead 15-14. The Aggies didn't give up, making it a competitive match, with the Rams finishing the first set 26-24. The second set for the Rams started off strong, making a 14-12 lead, where the Rams went on a 4-0 run, including a kill and block by Olivia Nicholson. Utah State called a timeout trying to stop CSU's momentum, but ultimately, Rams walked away with another set victory, 25-20. The third and final set began with a lead from Utah State, 8-7, where the Rams would trail until taking the lead of their own, 12-11. Much like the second set, the Rams went on another 4-0 run, where junior Alexandra Paletto brought the heat late in the period with a pair of kills and blocks, bringing the Rams to a 25-18 victory, sweeping Utah State. The Rams hit the road again this Thursday with a match in New Mexico over the weekend.
The women's soccer team fell 2-0 to the UNLV Rebels this past Sunday at Lagoon Field. The match was the Rams' second conference game this weekend after the Rams defeated the Nevada Wolfpack 1-0 the Friday before. The Rams outshot the Rebels 17-12 over the entire match. However, UNLV scored on their only shot on goal in the first half and gained their final goal early in the second to seal the deal. The beginning of the game was highlighted by physical play, with 2 yellow cards given out in the first 10 minutes. CSU goalkeeper Paige Brandt had 2 saves on the game, but fell short after allowing UNLV's 2 scores. Taylor Nelson had a team-high 3 shots, while Kaya Ornez and Jessica Jockheim took 2 shots each. Next weekend, the Rams have 2 more home matches in conference play, with Colorado College on Friday and Air Force on Sunday. Coming up next, Karlee and I talk cross country and give an inside scoop on what the men's club baseball team is up to.
KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Last Saturday, the Colorado State men's cross-country team earned second place behind Oregon at the 2016 Washington Invitational. This marks the best team finish so far this 2016 season. 5 of the CSU men place in the top 11, with redshirt junior Gerald Mock earning second, following 3-time national defending champion Edward Chesrick. This comes after his individual win at the Roy Griak Invitational last weekend. Quote, "He just looked strong again. That's just Gerald. He's Mr. Consistency." End quote. Senior Janelle Lynx led the CSU women to finish 4th behind Washington, Oregon, and Harvard. The Rams will rest this week before heading to one of the most prestigious meets in the nation, held in Wisconsin for the men and Indiana for the women, this October 14th and 15th.
The Colorado State men's baseball team was battling more than the University of Colorado this past weekend. After the team hosted a Think Pink game, the focus was far more than just baseball. The Colorado State men's baseball team is looking to make history this season. The Rams finished 4th in the nation last year and are currently 9-1 this fall, hoping to exceed last year's results.
So our goal is to win conference, and then win the regionals, and then go as far as we can in nationals.
The Rams won the regional tournament last year after qualifying for nationals. But aside from constantly winning, the game to these players is bigger than baseball. The CSU baseball team joined Zeta Tau Alpha sorority to honor Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The pitching for Pink game brought friends, fans, and family together to watch the number 4 ranked Rams take on the University of Colorado. Due to Title IX cutting men's sports back in 1972, the CSU men's baseball team was one of the few to take the hit. But that doesn't stop the Rams from playing the sport they love and giving it their all.
We pride ourselves as not a club baseball team at all, you know. We used to have a team here 10, 15 years ago, but we treat it like, you know, it's a real organization. Everything, practice 6 days a week, and it's serious when you're on the field.
On and off the field, the CSU Rams baseball team is more than just teammates.
I mean, we're all just a big family here, and I love it so much. Team camaraderie is what brought us to nationals last year.
The Rams are hoping to do more than just qualify for the big game. This baseball team expects big results.
Win a national championship. We're going to win it. We're going back. So
all that's left for the Rams to do is pick up the helmet and get back to work. Reporting for CTV Sports, I'm Karlee Schwartzkopf. The nationally ranked Rams baseball team won the series against the University of Colorado 3-4. Up next, the Rams host an alumni game this Saturday noon at City Park, Fort Collins. Up next, CSU fans got a little crafty this past weekend at the border war.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Last Saturday, the border war took place at Hughes Stadium, and everyone knows how rivalry games go.
Creativity seemed to be the theme for CSU fans, so Olivia and I are going to show 5 of the most crafty and crazy fans at the game, and then pick our fan of the week.
These fans did get very crazy and crafty. Fan number 1, I believe that's an Iron Man.
Yeah, definitely getting the spirit of Halloween, that guy is.
And green and gold for CSU, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then our second fan for the game, we got the classic green and gold overalls. And
I'm digging those overalls.
Looks like they're man bun, but he takes a little bit of a tumble.
But you know what? He played it off pretty well. You know, he was dancing, then he took the tumble, got up, acted like it didn't happen.
Exactly. True Ram fan right there.
All right, number 3, fan number 3. Wyoming uses a shake weight. Ouch, Wyoming. We saw some pretty nasty signs out there that game.
Have you ever used a shake weight?
I have not.
I haven't either, but it sounds
already. So.
Oh, I see. And then our next fan from the game happens to be a guy who does a dab and a couple little dance moves at the end. He's feeling himself.
I feel like maybe you two should have a dance-off because last time your dance-off didn't go as well.
I think everyone should have a dance-off against me.
All right, and fan number 5, our final fan. Ooh, some more signs. I swiped left on Wyoming. Ouch.
Wyoming still logs into MySpace.
Do you still log into MySpace, Karlee?
I'm pretty sure I deleted my MySpace off the internet because no one needs to see that.
So that's a pretty big dig to Wyoming. All right, so Karlee, I have to ask you, what was your fan of the week?
My fan of the week has to be my boy who does the dab. It's classic. Everyone loves it.
Can we show the dab guy one more time? There he is.
Hit him with that. Look at him shoulders.
Bringing it home. All right, I would have to say my fan of the week is going to be number 5, the 2 fans that had the signs about MySpace, and they would swipe left to Wyoming. So let's check out that one more time.
It's pretty creative. You got to give him props.
Very creative. We got some craftiness going. We got some craziness going. Those were the CSU fans.
Surprised I didn't see any Harambe signs out there.
I actually think I did see a Harambe sign. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that wraps up this week's CTV Sports.
Be sure to check out this weekend's sports coverage on www.collegian.com, and we'll see you next week. Have a great night.